You better sing that. Love is the glue. Love is the glue. Love is the glue. That keeps it all together after I do. After I do. Play that one more time.
Here
one
we
more
go.
again.
And 3, 2.
I do.
I gotta sit on you a little bit.
Do the light.
Which one? Mine?
Mm-hmm.
I think I should be all the way up. I'm all the way up.
Okay.
Can we tilt that down just a little? Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. 3, 2, live. Oh, you've been live here the whole time?
Yep.
What? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Royale Watkins and April Watkins, live at 5 After I Do. And the theme song is After I Do. April knows the words, I don't.
This is our original music.
We own the rights to this, so we don't have to worry about
Love
getting
is
shut
the
down.
glue.
The glue. I'm going to just sing background.
Love is the glue.
Uh-huh. After I do. After I do.
After I do.
Let me manage the links. Get rid
That's
of
it.
this. Welcome to the show. Get rid of that. I go through this every time.
I know.
I'm going to just leave it. Okay. Happy Wednesday.
Yes.
5 o'clock here
Wednesday.
in California and 8 p.m.
California,
on the East Coast. We hope you all are having a beautiful, blessed day. What's happening, Timmy? Timmy's in the building. For those that support us and have a theme song, I'll give them the theme song. How are you today?
I'm good.
You look
good.
wonderful. You look refreshed. You look vibrant. You look like you have on my glasses.
Nope, these are mine.
All
First
right.
of all, they're my glasses that I shared with you,
Mhm.
and to break them up, I monogrammed yours. If it's
Oh.
not monogrammed, they're mine.
Okay.
I started wearing these before you. So
okay.
there's that on that.
There's that on
On
that.
that.
And you said that.
And I said it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you say something, you mean it, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Suck in. Oh, I'm sorry. What's up, y'all? Let me tell you something. We have had work done yesterday to the house, today to the house. It just seems like people have been in and out, right?
We
weren't
I scooted
late.
them out.
Yeah, he was like, okay,
sure,
y'all gotta go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bye.
They started at 3. We got a new runner down our stairs.
Stair runner.
Because Royale picked the first one without me, and it was way too light.
Let me tell you something.
Even though we're a no-shoe house, it's like
we're supposed to be.
So, but every now and then you'll get to the car, you realize you don't have your phone. You done laced up. Let me tell you something. You're not gonna unlace. So a lot of that for the last 5 years, everybody, forget this, you forget that, and you're like, oh my God, let me just tiptoe upstairs. And I couldn't keep it as clean as we wanted it, so we just picked a new color last week. And
can we tell them about that process?
What?
Here's the thing. So when April and I say we're gonna get something done, sometimes I just try to take the lead and get it done. Because in the past, April has appreciated me taking the lead and just getting it done. So to my brain, I was like, okay, we want a new stair runner. That's the carpet down the middle of your stairs. We like that. And the old stuff was light. It was getting dirty. It was like, okay, this is a mess. Trying to get it clean. We need a different stair runner, and it needs to be darker. I say, let me take the lead. I reach out to the carpet guy. I go to the place. I pick out the color that is slightly darker than the color we have.
I mean,
I pay for it.
Like that.
I pay for it. They cut it. The guy, the installer, picks it up and brings it to the house to measure. And now April is inside, and I bring her the sample. She's like, too light. I'm saying to myself, oh, Jesus, we have a problem. Because this man is out there with the carpet on his truck.
Yep.
And I don't need April to be in panic mode or upset mode that I picked out a color, had it cut, and now she she is not happy.
It literally was the same color. It was one from the color. I was like, so that's his side of the story. So my side of the story is, you know, he knows he picked the first one without me, and I didn't quite understand why he didn't ask my opinion, but he did it. And I was like, you know what? It's a runner. He did something good. Okay. But the second time, he knew that I was kind of salty that he didn't ask my opinion on the first color. So he doubled down and went again and picked, you know what he did? He picked a slightly darker version of the same color, just one cousin away. It was like
a cousin.
Why would you pick the same color? It's still very light. It's going to get dirty.
I thought it was dark enough or different enough.
No, it wasn't.
But
here's what the guy said. He said something, if your wife doesn't like it.
Well, hold on. Let's not jump to that.
Okay. Well, he knew better because.
So now I got to take the carpet back. And when you buy carpet and they cut it for you,
there's a restock fee.
Yeah. The restock fee is 50% of what you sold. You're going to lose half your money. Now I go scrambling back there. The daughter, the young lady, sold me the carpet. I come back literally an hour later saying, hey, didn't consult the wife. We got a problem here. Houston, we have a problem. She's like, uh-oh, let me talk to my dad. Dad comes over. Dad is cool as a fan. I explain to him the situation, and he says to me, you know what? We don't want the wife upset, because when the wife is upset, that's what leads to divorce. No problem. We're just going to take the carpet back with no charge. I'm looking at him like, sir, who are you?
Yeah. But that's
who are you?
Yeah. I think when you went, all you had to do was get like 3 samples and then come to me and ask. Like that would have alleviated a lot of problems.
We already moved past that.
But I'm just saying, I don't understand your thought process. But
you know
that's
what it is? Me trying to provide solutions and be Mr. Get It Done. I'm in my Mr. Get It Done phase of life. This life. And so everything is about get it done. Stop procrastinating. Stop BSing around. Get it done.
I really appreciate this new Royale, this new way of thinking. I get it. But there are some things you're going to have to slow down just a little bit and let's confer.
Okay.
And figure some things out, like,
let you weigh in.
Yeah, let me weigh in.
Okay.
I want you to get it done, but the right color was necessary. Now, the color we have now is it's perfect.
And now that I see the color, no, I'm being serious. Like, it makes total sense to me. But at the time, my husband brain, sometimes I'll be having husband brain.
Yeah. And I have to have a wife brain. I got to think about possible spills, somebody coming up, a service person. We may not have footies. I have to shampoo it later. But I'm thinking all of this while I'm thinking about the color. I know what the last color was. All the service people that went up and down and the roof and this and that. I'm thinking that. And it was 5 years of me spot cleaning, taking I'm old school. I would get we had a straw broom back then. And, my grandmother used to put the stocking. Oh, I'm telling my age. And then you would have to kind of dry clean it. Like I'm doing all of this to keep this one little set of staircase clean. And it was just too much. Like now that we have this, I'm still going to do a step further. I'm going to buy Scotch guard, and I'm a Scotch guard it down, or have someone come Scotch guard it. So if something spills, it's an easy wipe up. You get a little stain, you get it done. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go a step further. So I think I have the person that can come do that. But, the gesture is still amazing. Like, I get it. It was just the wrong color. That's it.
Okay.
And the same guy did it. He was like, they kept good for 5 years. He just said it. And I was like, duh, we did get it done in 2021. He was like, 5 years, it's not that bad. Here he is again. And hopefully this will last for the next 20 years.
Well, it's got to last.
Because this is the color.
Costs went up.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
So we did that. And then I don't know if y'all knew, 2 to 3 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, while doing the Daniel's fast, I'm trying to figure out why is this one wrong? sorry, y'all.
Oh my God.
That's where it's supposed to be.
Okay, so then let's just rock this over a little bit. They shouldn't be seeing our technical stuff. They seeing backyard. They seeing weight. There we go. Okay,
Oh
is
my God.
that you? Is that what you want?
Yeah, but yeah, that one really matters.
Now the people at home got to move around their couch.
So, our oven went out. Boy, that was a fiasco. Oof.
We talked about this a little bit.
Yeah, but what happened was, they know, right? We were waiting for the auction. We didn't get what we wanted. Thank God.
Let's talk about that.
We didn't get the stove oven combo, and we thought we measured to the best of our ability. But lo and behold, we would have had to redo the whole kitchen had we got that $300,000.
We almost got the wrong
$3,000. I said $300,000. $3,000 unit. Well, it was worth it. I think the manufacturer sticker was 11 grand, and it started at 1,500 for the auction. Correct. And we had our ceiling, and because we didn't know what we were doing, we thought we tested that out. There was a second page, so once you hit your bid, it take you to another page if you needed to go higher. So we were confused because we were higher than the bid, but we didn't realize the second page told you the increments. So it closed. Somebody got an $11,000 unit for $2,500.
Was it Thor, or what was the brand?
It was Thor.
So
$11,000.
Those big 6-burner stoves that you see with the oven, the double oven, and the griddle, that
it was beautiful.
It's like a $10,000, $11,000 unit that again started at $1,500, and then somebody got it for $3,000, and April was a little unhappy.
They got it for $2,500.
Oh, $2,500
because they said
because we didn't go up. Yeah,
and we
thought that you can go up like $1, $5, $50. So we went up $50. It was at $2,500. We went to $2,550, and then we learned that nope, the people who do the auction set the increments it could go up. That one was set at $500.
Correct.
So if you weren't going up to $3,000, then it just kicked your bid out.
Right.
And so we thought that, we sitting there like $2,550. No, it didn't even go through.
And you only had like another 30 seconds to figure it out. So me and Royale looking at it like, we are higher than that. And by the time we got together, closed, they won it. So they got a Thor, brand spanking new, but it, God bless them. We would have had to redo the whole kitchen.
It was not for us. God saved us.
God did save us.
God said, you don't know what you're doing, and let me take the controls.
Right.
Because it was not what we needed at the time.
No, it was too big. We would have been pissed because now we would have had to redo the whole kitchen.
And we're not prepared to
redo the whole kitchen. No, we're not prepared. So what happened is once that timer went off and we called the lady, we weren't complaining, but we were like, we needed some answers, and she walked us through it. We was like, Dad, we needed that tutorial the day before. But again, God saved us. I went immediately to Marketplace because I'm like, okay, even the 27-inch oven that I didn't want was going up and up and up. Like people were bidding on it. So that means that their house is a little older like ours, I assume, or space. It doesn't even have to be old. It's how much space do you have? And we need a very specific, is that right?
Yeah, specific.
Yes, specific measurement. 27 is not norm. 30
the 30s
is
are the standard.
The norm, the standard. So I was like, okay, well, we'll get this old raggedy, even though it was brand new, I didn't want it because it has a, microwave.
Yes.
Didn't want the microwave. And it started at $150. We was like, well, shit, if we could get it for $300, we're winning. It's new because the ones Royale was at Lowe's or whatever, they were $3,000, and I did not want it. I was like, I don't even like them. So we were like, okay, worst case scenario, we are going to do the kitchen now. At some point, we can live with this.
It's a holdover. It would have been a holdover.
It would have been a holdover, but they started going up to $800. I was like, for that, So we backed out. After that, I went on to Marketplace. I said, for shits and giggles, because I had been on there before and I had seen some units, but we weren't ready to pull the trigger because our oven was still working. Now that the oven's not working, we are like, okay, let's go.
The oven is cooked, literally.
It is done. It is done. So we go on there. I go on there, rather. And I put 27-inch double oven. And lo and behold, I got a hit.
Behold and lo.
It was a Bosch. I said, okay, Bosch. So I hit the little thing. Is it still available? She hit me right back. Yes, it is. I was like, Royale, here's a Bosch. Bosch is not, honey.
Bosch is high end.
Bosch is high end. I'm like, okay, well, what's wrong with it? That's what I'm thinking, because we looking at the price. And he was like, well, let's just go look. Long story short, I inbox her on Facebook, because Marketplace is on Facebook. She hits me back. She gives me the address. We jump in our car.
Immediately.
We go over to her warehouse, which is about 3 or 4 cities over, not far.
It's like 7, 8 o'clock at night. It's 7 o'clock at night, right?
No.
It's dark.
No. That was your second time. The first time we went in the daytime.
Oh, right.
And her husband wasn't there, so it was just her. And we look at it and we like, this might work.
Yes, rest in peace, oven. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we were like, it's beautiful. I don't know who owned it. I don't think they cooked in it. It looks brand new. It feels brand new. Everything about it was great. But they also had an Italian brand.
Another 6-burner.
6-burner.
With a griddle.
It was beautiful. Smaller.
It would have been another version of the thing that we bidded on that we didn't get. So now April goes and they say, oh, they got a 6. I was like, listen, we're not here for the 6-burner.
But he was into it.
Listen, under the right circumstances, yes.
Right.
But we weren't there for that.
Right. But we measured for that. We measured for that and the oven, because now this is just because it's Italian or European, it's a little smaller. We already talked about like there's space over there. It's still huge, but it's not as deep. And I'm like, ooh, that might work. And it really could have worked, but it would have worked better than the Thor. But I'm glad
we still would have required some work to. Yeah,
we would have had to cut the cabinets. Some stuff would have needed to be done. But what happened was we kept the eye on the prize. And so the person said, come back around 6:30 when my husband's here, because they're smart. Even though it's a warehouse, they have had the gas company come in and place, I guess they had to install a gas line. So they installed a gas line and a 220 or whatever.
240, I think.
240
whatever.
Volt, whatever.
Upgraded electric.
Upgraded electric and gas, because that's their business. People are going to need to know, does it work? So she said, come back later. My husband will connect the electric. And if you want the gas,
he did both. He connected both of them. The big
that is so
range
smart.
And the double oven.
It's like buying something and you need the batteries to test it and you don't have the batteries. They are smart. I was like, yo, y'all had a gas line installed and all they do is cut it off when they're not using it. So he hooked up the gas stove and oven. That worked. And for our convection oven, it just needed to be plugged in. Royale texted me. He was like, this oven works.
I FaceTimed you and showed you both.
Yes, it works perfectly. He was like, let's go with the oven. I said, okay, so let's go with the oven. They wanted a price. Royale got him down. I was like, how'd you do that? They delivered that night, and then we went to New York.
Yes.
It was delivered Wednesday. We left for New York on Thursday, so we could not get it installed.
Sweetheart, we went straight to the airport that night after they left.
That was Thursday. You're right.
They dropped it off?
Right. I'm thinking I knew we went live, but it wasn't. It was me and Tamika. And me and Tamika go live on Thursdays. You're right. So he was here at 6, 7 o'clock at night.
Yes.
Because Royale
dropped it off and we left for the airport at 8 and was at the airport by 9 for a 10 o'clock flight.
Correct. So we knew, we were ecstatic. We was on the flight like, yeah, we got an oven. And now we're thinking about how we going to get it installed. We're going to need this and that. So we get back Monday and Royale gets on the horn. He calls this guy, handy guy. He was here Tuesday morning. He cut this cabinet a little bit just to trim because the door wouldn't come open. So he cut the trim, opened it. That sucker slid right in. When I
Marshalina, we will get to your question.
The oven is amazing. So that's it.
Well, let me tell you something. Marshalina's question is, because we need to get to it, is like, what would you suggest when your spouse will not participate in marriage counseling? Ooh. Let me hold that for a second, because I want to just say, the handyman that installed this, I only brought him over here to adjust the cabinet, not to do the install.
Right.
I had no idea he was gonna.
He did it all.
Did everything. That was the blessing. That was more God.
Okay. So what do you do when you have a spouse that will not participate in marriage counseling? I think number one, click, click, click. Why? 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 What could it hurt? I mean, at the end of the day, it can only do benefit, in my opinion. It can only benefit. You can get some, you know, reinsurance, or you can, it might be like you need more help, you know, reinforcement. Like, what's the holdup in going? Is it that we can solve these problems ourselves? But sometimes I'll tell you, you need that third person, and you need that third person to have some good common sense as well as the education behind it to give you the facts on why they think ABC.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it is. It's more like a mediator. Look at it as a mediator. Like, you might be fine. So maybe you need to say, hey, you're right. I understand that you're hesitant on going, but at the end of the day, it could possibly really solve some problems. Like, that's why we're going. We need a third person other than
More
your grandmother.
He feels I am the issue in the marriage, and he has no part in the issue. So therefore, it's like, I don't want to go to counseling because you're the issue. I'm not the issue.
Well, maybe once he, you know, how do you convince him to go is the question. Okay, if he's given up like that, saying you're the issue, right? I don't know who you are. You're the issue. What does he want from you? Should you go to counseling by yourself and tell him his concerns so you can then work on yourself? I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Or is he gaslighting because he, at this moment, who makes him the expert in saying it's you?
Yeah. How do you know who's the issue?
Right. Are you antagonizing? Are you causing this person to act like that? He needs to sit there and y'all need to discuss why he feels like you're the issue, because he could be the issue. He thinks he's the issue. It might not be you.
Well, I'll weigh in and say, who's to say who's the issue and who isn't at this point?
Because
to April's point, a third party will help you guys better manage not having an issue, and that's what the point is. Right? What you want to do is go, look, it ain't about me versus you. It's about us versus what the issue is.
Right.
So let's partner up, and then partnering, go to somebody who is going to be nonpartisan in this and is only going to try to help us better understand how we work together on all of this stuff moving forward.
That's it. It's as simple as that. Either you want it or you don't. Because keep saying you're the issue and you stayed married for another year, 2, 3, nothing's getting solved. Now, you can go to therapy on your own to kind of figure out some things for yourself as a woman. It was a woman, as a mother, possibly. I don't know your situation, just to work on you, because at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, you would have done some work on yourself, whether you needed to or not, or maybe discovered some things about yourself, maybe staying longer than you need to. Like, there's a lot of things. Why are you accepting that from him? And how are you guys navigating knowing that you need help? Because nothing's going to get done if he's saying it's you and you don't know how to fix it, or it's really not you.
So she's saying definitely therapy on her own for sure, which is healthy. But I think in navigating this space, April and I had a conversation earlier. And again, I keep coming back to this. All of us are going to go through something, especially couples, married or not. You're going to go through something. The question is, are you willing to grow through it? And the only way you're going to grow through it is if you guys are focused on partnering up for the rest of your journey together. And then partnering up is like, again, it's you against whatever the issue is, not you against. Like, I learned, I'm not trying to fight April. What I'm trying to focus on is what's the thing that we are up against that we have to solve, and we're only going to do that together,
right?
By wanting the best for us together,
right?
So whoever your significant other is, I literally pray that you can communicate to him in a way that he sees that you're not against him, and it's not the issue, right? Who has the issue versus who doesn't have the issue. It's about both of us getting in front of somebody that can help us solve the issue together, or the problem together, because more problems will come. Every day you get up, and there's so many variables out in the universe, right, that are on the other side of that door. One, your house has to be a safe space so that, again, the two of you can communicate in a way that's healthy to be able to go out there and get the support you need, because we all need support. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah. So is it Daisy said, tell them that you need to go to counseling because you need a sounding board. Yeah, you need somebody else to bounce it off of and let them determine what's going on. Like you're not the professional. You're not, you could say all day, those are people that are really not listening. And if you want some solutions, does he really want a solution? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, do you want to get to the bottom of it? Even own it. You're right. It could be me. But can we go see how we move forward? If that is the case, I'm willing to go to therapy, work on myself, but I want to go to couples therapy to see how, one, maybe you can support me. Two, how we can support each other now that we have this newfound diagnosis per se. Because the therapist could be like, excuse me, sir, it's not her, it's you. You're projecting your negativity on that person, and this is how she's responding. You don't even realize it. So, yes, you definitely need that third person, and I don't understand like our Black community. I'm Black, so I can talk about it. They're so apprehensive about therapy. Even one of my kids, I'm like, you should just go. He's like, I don't need no therapist. Like, is it a macho thing with men? Like, I don't get it. Like, why are you so gung-ho that you don't need it?
April, I need to talk to you ASAP. Aunt Kenneth 888. I don't know. You have to find out how April is communicating. This is YouTube, so I know that's not our primary channel. Royale, will you open to therapy? I know I absolutely open to therapy and counseling. Wide open. Both right now, all of it.
I don't know who this person is, but go to my personal Instagram. I am April Watkins. Easy. DM me because I don't know what that is about. Maybe it's about therapy because that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we don't think we need it until we get it. It's like everything else. We may think we don't need it.
Oh, Jackie said, Jakari. Is that Jakari?
Jakari.
Said they went to marriage counseling and the resentment got worse. Well, it's, sometimes they say it has to get bad before it gets better because you got to face the facts. You got to figure out what is wrong. And that's uncomfortable. It is. We just started counseling, 2-3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And it started off awful.
Therapy is a sign of weakness. So we think it's true, but it's how we feel. Right. Yeah. I mean, everybody's perspective is different. And the reality is this. I look at therapy like a gym for the mind, right? We go to the body to work out our body because we want to get stronger. We want to get in shape. But our mind is the same way. And so we have to take our mind to the gym. And to me, those are therapy sessions. When you have somebody that's qualified and who has done the work in their field and knows how to manage a conversation with you to help you better understand things, because we don't know everything, right? And some of us,
something big.
Here's the thing. Not only do we not know everything, but some of us have been exposed to bad versions of marriage and unhealthy versions of how relationships are supposed to work, right? And that further damages our psyche about these relationships that we're in.
Right.
We don't have a map, and there is really no map, right? But there is good information.
Yes.
If you're an athlete and you're training wrong and you have an athletic director or a trainer that can spot that you're training wrong and you're going to hurt yourself in the long run, why wouldn't you listen to that person?
Right. That's what they train for, to give you what you need. Yeah. He's the professional. Like, there's professionals. If you get into a situation, you're going to hire a lawyer. Like, you have to get the person that knows all about the things that you're going through.
Trauma. I say it all day long. Some of us have been dealing with so much trauma that, again, we have to look. It's easy to, if for a kid, one of the most frustrating things for children is like to get their shoelace in a knot, right? Because they don't have the skill set to figure out, or the patience and to go, oh, this is how you undo that knot, right? In these marriages and these relationships, trying to manage it, to me, is just an emotional, psychological information knot that needs to be figured out.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we have to go to somebody else. You don't just throw the whole shoe away.
Right. You see a little kid.
Is a good pair of shoes.
Yep. They'll put their foot up real quick. I got a knot. I need help. You like, oh, Jesus, I got to work this knot out for them. So that is a
sometimes you need to help somebody.
Absolutely.
Listen, I got that.
Melissa said it's a process. It is a process. Sometimes it will get worse. First of all, if you waited until the tipping point, when you get there, everybody's blaming, she does this, he does this, they do this, blah, 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 blah. You just want somebody to be comfortable. So I try to mimic or show them that it's okay if your wife wants to wear a sweatsuit every now and then, or, she's not feeling good. So they've seen me sick. They've seen me not sick. They've seen him embrace me when I decide to cut my hair or just let my locks grow or do whatever. I want my sons to be able to choose what they want out of their partner. You know what I mean? Hey, I like your hair. Like, it's fine. If you like it, I love it. Not feeling like they have to only wear weaves to be accepted or whatever, because their mother doesn't wear weave, but that's okay. If I wanted a weave, I get a weave. Just giving their partner the ability to be who they are. And that's how I've always been in this marriage. I've never changed that. And I'm really proud of that. That's the biggest thing I'm proud about being in this marriage. I didn't conform to what I see on Instagram or what I see, but I've also maintained myself. It's not like I'm letting myself go. I don't have to do that. Like, I stay cute, but I just don't, I don't need the makeup. I don't need this. I don't need that. But a lot of husbands do. But you have to figure out what works for y'all. I'm never gonna condone, put down, cute wigs or anything like that. It's not in my will. I don't know how to do it, so I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has to decide what works best for them.
Right.
I've just always appreciated like your natural beauty. I didn't feel like you need to enhance everything, and it was bigger than just the aesthetic. It's the spirit. You know what I mean? And I think more people need to meet people with their eyes closed. We need to learn how to meet people with our eyes closed, because when you can fall in love with the spirit of a person, the aesthetics will probably mean so much less. The aesthetics will mean so much less.
Yeah. I mean, Daryl Brewer said, "What? Wish I had it like that. Wife gave me a waist trainer." Hilarious. Well, you know what? She just wants you to know that Royale has one too. He don't wear it. I mean, what is he just trying to tell you in a nice way? We do have to maintain, and she just don't want you to go out looking crazy. So I don't think that's a bad thing. Should I have a waist trainer? Y'all watch me. My video is up. It's gaining traction. That's the second one. When I need to get in my waist trainer, he helps me. He has to. That thing is too tight. It makes no sense. And I know when we get ready to go out, and I'll say I'm wearing a dress, what's in the back of you? He like, please God. Because I have nails. Royale doesn't have nails. Beautiful, nice manicure. He can grip. And I just need him to pull it up as I'm going. My prayer is one day not to need it. But right now, the curves are curving and the thing is thinging. And he helps me. So it's all good. Right? We all need a little waist trainer. Yeah. So that started off from therapy. I just hope everybody just know that, you don't get to 31 years without any trials. Like, you just don't. Whether it's the kids, whether it's us, whether it's financing, whether, there's so many things that in a partnership, not only a marriage, and when two people decide to live together, or get married, it's the same thing. You got to talk about rent, mortgage, house, cars, kids. It's a lot. And trust me, nobody wants all of that on themselves. Nobody. You want to be able to share that responsibility. And I'm very clear that a lot of people don't have a mate to share they're the sole people doing it or whatever. But I couldn't.
There's nothing wrong with doing it alone. You know what I mean? If that's what your choice is.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying by default.
Oh yeah.
And I know statistics shows that the women do a lot of the caretaking, a lot of the decision making, a lot of the bill paying, a lot. And you just have to, be honest. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, there's so many things I'm not doing anymore because I had to just say, can you do that now? Like, I don't want to do it. I just don't. I've asked you for a couple of things, right?
Mhm.
Royale is now in charge of some things. I just don't want to. The kids are gone. I'm living a soft life. And I feel like since the pandemic, we really had time. That pandemic opened our eyes. We have time. We are fixing up the house.
We're fixing up everything.
And it's so good that they're gone because now we can see. But again, the pandemic started. We started with a lot of projects, right?
Yeah.
2019, I would say 2019 we had already started. But once the pandemic came and we could see, we was like, we need a front door. We need a roof. We need shelving. We have done a lot of work. We have gotten the kitchen retiled. We have built a whole new pantry. We did a whole new bathroom. We have done a lot of remodeling.
Small projects that add up.
6 years. Yes. And they have been beneficial.
Yeah.
Making us feel better, getting our shit together. It just feels good. But you have to get there. So my advice to people with, 40 and above, you got kids or whatever, it will get better. But I wish someone would have told me to start sooner in therapy. I would have taken that because I think we always used to say, we need therapy. We need to go to therapy. And no one would pull the trigger and find a therapist. You could say it all day, but no one did it until 21 or 22. And it's a miracle we made it 25 years without even having any therapy.
Yeah. And no counseling after the initial counseling to help support, what we're trying to do.
Right. So
I'm going to tell you something. This to me feels so much like going into the gym without a trainer and just trying to figure out what to do on your own. Yeah, you may have some successes, but ultimately you're just going to be spending yourself working out and not being ultimately in better shape. All right. Because somebody needs to share some information with you about specifically what your body type is and how best to go about training your body for success.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All of our body types are different. We can go, oh, it's the same machine and you're looking at what everybody else is doing. And I've been there. Right. And in my marriage and in our marriage, you go, oh, this is what we do. No, it's like, get specific about who you are, what your marriage is, get the support you need in order to grow something healthier.
Yeah. And even if people do go to the gym and whatever, at the end of the day, they're going to come home and go on Instagram and get they're going to go to pages that have expertise in the thing that they're trying to do. So you may not meet that person at the gym, but you're damn sure going to try and go on YouTube or somewhere that someone with a similar body type or can tell you about
the
food.
Expertise. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So nobody does it alone. And I think if I had some elders, they probably would have steered us, maybe talking to them, which probably would have helped, or seeking counseling.
It's all information.
And no one gave us anything. This is trial and error, but I am happy to share it with you. You have to figure out what works for you. And I would suggest if you can afford therapy, most health plans include it. Y'all not using it, you should tap into it.
Absolutely. There's so many people who have therapy available to them through their benefits or health plans. To your point, the job has it. You just got to ask about it and
use it.
Yeah. And
it's
don't
called
be
mental
embarrassed.
health. Yes.
There's nothing, the taboo nature of Black people going to therapy that's just silliness. That is silliness. Go get the support you need.
Every one of my friends go to a therapist. And when I found that out, I was like, I'm behind. And these are successful people. They were like, yeah, go to therapy. And I'm like, what?
Gym for the mind. I'm sorry. Karen is asking. She sees the Honey Body Collection link on the page. She's saying, "Are you still in business?"
You know what, Karen? To answer your question, not right now. We've been going through so much and revamping the house and revamping our life and our marriage that I shut it down for a minute.
So it's on pause.
It's on pause. It's still there. I still have my office. I still have a lot of products. All my friends and family love it. They just come get the lotion, come get the hair gel, come get the
So we're having conversations about how to revamp Honey Body Collection as a business.
Yeah.
So we need a little bit of a reset.
A reset. Yeah. I was doing some traveling. I was working, and it really felt by the wayside, and I miss it because I want to do a capsule for Generation X, which is 40 and above. There's a capsule I want to do. I want to be minimalist, but I want y'all to look good. You know what I mean? I want you to have some lashes, some mascara, eyebrow pencil, and a gloss or lipstick. And I want to sell that as a capsule. So I'm constantly thinking, what makes your life a little easier? Just to have a cute little thing, easy, in there.
Karen said, just send her some body butter. She wants some shea butter.
Oh, I got some. I just made some.
Inbox April on IG.
I will send
inbox April on IG, Karen, and she will get it done.
I am April Watkins. So everybody that wants to reach me, they got something to say. There's no more nail polish. No more nail polish. I'm into more of what would you call it?
Body products.
Body products, skin, hair care. I have a Sheen and an oil. I have body butters. I have oil, and there's one more thing. I don't want to have too many. And that's another thing. I was doing too many individual SKUs, as they call it, too many products. I had a foaming sugar scrub. I had all of this. So trying to manage, and I want to do one or a couple of things great. The shea butter is great. The hair oil is great. The hairspray is great. So I want to keep it to maybe 6 different products. That's it. And then now I want to do the capsule, because being of a certain age, there's just, I'm not putting on a full face of makeup. I put a SPF 30 skin tint. What?
Just thought of something that's crazy.
Skin tint.
My marketing brain just always goes crazy. I
put on a skin tint. I put on my lip gloss. I put on mascara. Sometimes I add the little lashes, and I do my eyebrows, and that's it. And that's enough to go out into the world looking like you did something. Because the worst thing is for you to go out there and bump into somebody and you're not ready. But you don't have to put a bunch of work into it, right? So, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah. I made dinner.
Yeah, soup.
We are about to jump off in a little bit.
And when she said a little bit, she means a little bit, like right now.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm about to make a salad. I made split pea soup yesterday. I have my new beautiful Bosch oven. And I made cornbread, and I did my own thing. I don't like Jiffy, but I had it. So I used Jiffy. I just did my own thing. I opened up a can of corn. I put a little bit of corn. I melted some butter in there, and I threw some sour cream in the mix. And I mixed it up. I baked it.
Whipping the brick.
When I tell you it came out delicious, it's delicious. But I usually get the regular cornmeal and do it from scratch. But I didn't have it for some reason. So I have to go get me a box of just regular cornmeal and make it from scratch next time.
It is delicious.
Delicious. So I knew I had this dinner all day. I did something on Instagram. When I know I have dinner, I always want to eat it for lunch, but I didn't. Thank God. Yeah. I didn't eat it for lunch.
Audrey is asking, can they get the soup recipe?
Absolutely.
Just do it. Make it online. Just do it live and show everybody. Decide. Say, hey, soup recipe. Do it live. Show them what you're doing. Blah, blah, blah.
But until then, really easy. 16 ounce of dry split pea, right? Cut up a half an onion. No, I did about a cup of onion. I did a cup of carrots, and I did a cup of celery. Dice them. How big you want them? Do you want to see them or do you don't? Like, it's up to you. Put it in there, saute it. I took a turkey tail. I put that in there, and I sauteed the onions, the carrots, the celery, all together, right? Then I wash my peas off, on the side, but I use my own broth. I make my own turkey broth. You can use whatever you want. Do about 6 to 8 cups of whatever turkey broth or water. Use a broth because you need that little bit of seasoning. I use turkey broth, put the water in, then I added the peas and I season it. Salt, pepper, seasoned salt, garlic powder, margarine. I don't know how to spell it, but you have to put that in. It's margarine. I think that's how you say it. But I'll put the recipe up for you, and you just let it cook. You let it cook. You let it boil, right? Get it to a boil, then put the top on and let it simmer. It's going to thicken up, and maybe about an hour into it, cut up about 2 to 3 potatoes. Put the potatoes in there. So the starch from the potatoes and the green peas is going to thicken it. And then you watch it because you don't want it too thick. Loosen it up with some more broth, a little bit of water, whatever you have. And it's all about in your seasoning. I can't tell you a teaspoon of this, you got to use your own taste buds. But that's it in a nutshell. And it comes out, it has never failed me. Okay? It has never failed me. If you want to be great for your family and they like soup, that is one that is tried, true, and it never fails me. And we got a big ass pot of it right here, and we're about to eat. So yeah, I'm saying the recipe, I don't know if I'm going to do it on all 3. So it will live on Instagram after I do TV is where it's going to live.
Okay.
Right?
It is yummy.
It is yummy. And it's been raining. I want it to rain tonight.
No.
I do. Let me see if it's going to rain. It's supposed to rain all week, and it just made having the soup even better.
Yeah.
But we're going to go eat. We got more of our show to watch, and yeah. No, it's going to rain tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Oh, all the rain for next week went away. Mm-hmm. God dang it. Mm-hmm. I love when it rains. That's it. I'm exhausted. Because the work being done in the house. I'm exhausted because I had to do my own work today. I'm telling y'all, I had to do my own work today with the couples therapist therapy. It's a lot because we haven't seen them since maybe October, November. So it's been a minute. So they need to be caught up on stuff. So when you're catching up, it's some things we did go through and we had to tell them and da-da-da-da. And it's just like, oh my God, bringing that up. That happened in December or this happened. And we were able to just get it all out and listen to my side, his side. Then there's the middle. April, well, would you consider next time saying it this way? Yes, I would. Royale, and if you did forget to do something, can you say, hey, da-da-da? And it's all about compromise. When I tell you get married, you have to compromise. You have to communicate. It is not a game. You really do. Or it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Kids or no kids, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work unless you're willing to do the work.
Right.
And we are willing to do the work.
Yep.
But now we're willing to do the work on some soup. Okay. Those unbiased assessments are eye-opening. Yep. Team therapy. So there you go. Thank you, Raquel Brown.
Yes. Do it.
You guys have a blessed evening. Every Wednesday, live at 5, April and I committed to it. You're going to see more content. Please hit the like, comment, and share button on all of the content as we work hard to kind of grow our platform. It is always going to grow faster with you involved.
Yeah.
Find your theme music because we're going out.
Oh, we going out.
Here we go. We're going out on some theme music. We paid for it. We own it.
We
and
sure
here we
do.
go. Here we go. Stay hydrated, stay prayed up, and get you some soup. Say goodnight, Florida.
Good night.